Okay, so they said the base of an isosceles triangle is 1/4 one of the equal sides. So here's an isosceles triangle. Here's my base. And it's 1/4 of one of these sides over here. So that means this side is 4 times as big as the base. Okay. So we're supposed to write the area of the isosceles triangle as a function of its base. So that means you need to calculate A only using B, its base. That's what that last sentence tells us to do. So to figure that out, we need to know the area of this triangle. And the area of a triangle is always 1/2 times base times height, where the height makes a right angle with the base. Okay. So we actually don't have a right angle right now. We need to draw that in and figure out what this side is going to be. Okay. So if I draw that cutting straight through an isosceles triangle, since these two sides are equal, we know that we're bisecting this angle perfectly. It's cut in half. So in other words, we're making a right angle here, and this is b over 2. This is half the base over here. And then you could say it's half the base over here if you want to. But the whole point of doing that is now that we have a right triangle, we can come up with a formula for the height depending only on the base, which is what we're supposed to do. Right? And we do that with the Pythagorean theorem. This is the hypotenuse. So it's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now we can solve for h. Okay? So let's expand a little bit. B over 2, all being squared, is b squared over 4. And then 4b squared, that's 16b squared here. And if I'm trying to get b by itself, I'll subtract b squared over 4 from both sides. So we get h squared equals 16b squared minus b squared over 4. We're in math, so we got to do fractions. Look, this is the same thing as 16b squared, right? Because 64 divided by 4 makes 16. And I did that so that I could have common denominators. If you get 64b squareds, if you take away a b squared, then you've got 63b squareds left over. But we're not done. That's the height, right? So now we have the height in terms of b. So now we can answer their question. What's the area? The area of any triangle is 1/2 times the base, which is the letter b, times the height, which we just found out is 63b squared over 4. And that's it. Now we can just clean it up a little bit, because b times all this stuff, you're going to get b to the third. So we get 63b to the third in the numerator, and 2 times 1 times 4 gives us 8 in the denominator.